What if the key to balance in your mind and harmony in your life lies in connecting deeply to the unseen energy within you? Imagine aligning your physical body, emotions, and thoughts to create a sense of wholeness that transforms how you experience the world. Throughout the history of human existence, we have always felt fragmented, torn between thoughts and emotions, logic and intuition, action and rest. But there is a way to create lasting harmony within, and the path to this state of integration is simpler than you might think. In this video, we will explore the revolutionary insights of Jacobo Grinberg, who demonstrated how synchronizing the brain hemispheres can profoundly influence consciousness and transform one's experience of reality. By using simple techniques like conscious breathing, visualization, and other forms of mental training, you can harmonize your inner and outer realities. Breath then becomes more than a life-sustaining function, a tool for balance, clarity, and transformation. We will explore how ancient practices like pranayama can help you achieve this harmony by aligning the activity of your brain's two hemispheres. This alignment bridges logic and intuition, mind and body, and creates a profound sense of unity. Additionally, we will explore biblical allegories and symbolism that highlight our purpose, achieving inner union and wholeness. Stay with us, and you will learn a transformative pranayama technique, a simple yet effective practice to restore inner harmony and a sense of peace. Let's begin. To understand consciousness and the cosmic mind, we need to look at the brain. The brain is a special organ that turns our body into a being with both physical and mental qualities. It connects our body and mind in ways that even modern science doesn't fully understand. The brain is divine because it links us to higher understanding, revealing the mystery of what it means to be human. In the human brain, the two hemispheres each play distinct roles. One focuses on logic and reasoning, while the other plays a key role in intuition, emotion, and creativity. However, many people overuse the rational hemisphere, leaving the intuitive and emotional aspects underdeveloped. The goal is not to favor one side over the other, but to establish harmony between the two hemispheres. Numerous studies have shown that when the hemispheres are balanced, cognitive abilities, creativity, and emotional intelligence improve significantly. This balance also brings clarity to our perception of both internal and external realities. Without this balance, we may overlook intuitive or emotional aspects when relying too heavily on logic, or conversely, miss rational insights when focusing predominantly on emotions. Advanced meditators demonstrate this harmony, as regular meditation naturally aligns the hemispheres. Practices such as mindfulness, relaxation, visualization, and specific sound frequencies can also help achieve similar results. However, achieving this balance does not require years of meditation. There are accessible techniques, such as pranayama, that anyone can practice daily. The Mexican neuroscientist and visionary, Jacobo Grinberg, explored this phenomenon in depth. His work, which integrated elements of shamanism, telepathy, and meditation, aimed to uncover the mysteries of consciousness and its connection to the universe. Grinberg studied how the two hemispheres of the human brain, normally weakly correlated, can achieve higher synchronization under certain conditions, profoundly influencing consciousness. He discovered that typically, the left and right hemispheres of our brain function with a low level of correlation, around 40%. This means that while the hemispheres communicate, their activity is not perfectly synchronized. However, Grinberg's studies revealed that some individuals, under specific circumstances or through deliberate training, could reach correlations as high as 60% or even 90%. He developed a method to measure and train the correlation between hemispheres using electroencephalography and a computer feedback system. This innovative system allowed him to record the brain activity of both hemispheres, and compare the data in real time. Participants received auditory feedback, a deep low-pitched sound when their hemispheres were synchronized, and a high-pitched sound when they were not. This feedback allowed them to consciously train their brain and adjust the interhemispheric relationship. The results were remarkable. When participants achieved higher levels of synchronization, such as 70% or above, they reported profound changes in their subjective experience. They described feelings of deep connection with themselves, the universe, and others. Many expressed a sense of unity, peace, and even transcendence, where the boundaries between themselves and the external world seemed to dissolve. These states resemble descriptions of spiritual ecstasy, enlightenment, or samadhi found in various mystical traditions. Grinberg's research also found similar high hemispherical correlation levels in individuals using psychoactive substances like ecstasy, or in shamans and advanced meditators. However, the distinction was clear. While one state could be chemically induced through drugs, offering only a temporary effect, brain training methods provided a natural, sustainable, and conscious way to achieve elevated states of unity. During these states of high interhemispheric correlation, participants often described a sense of inner bliss, integration, and a feeling of existing beyond their usual sense of self. When the two hemispheres worked in harmony, they consistently reported a heightened sense of openness, internal quietude, and profound connection with the divine source. In contrast, low correlation was associated with feelings of dispersion or disconnection. In some cases, individuals who mastered voluntary control over their interhemispheric correlation described feeling as if their consciousness expanded beyond their physical body, encompassing both hemispheres simultaneously and beyond. These findings suggest that interhemispheric correlation is not only a reflection of brain function, but also deeply tied to our sense of identity and connection to reality. Interestingly, shamans and experienced meditators often demonstrated naturally high interhemispheric correlation, even in ordinary states. During altered states of consciousness, such as healing rituals or deep meditation, their brain coherence increased even further. For instance, one shaman measured at 60% correlation during relaxed states, far above the norm for the average person. His brain operated as a unified system, akin to a focused laser beam, with remarkable coherence. This coherence allowed him to access incredibly subtle and abstract dimensions of reality, realms that typically lie beyond our perception. In this heightened state, he had the ability to heal by interacting with profound elements of existence, including the energetic body, emotions, and the most delicate layers of our reality. This enhanced coherence was reflected in brain scans, which showed heightened activity in specific regions, particularly the crown area. In many traditions, this area is associated with spiritual awakening and the seventh chakra. Further experiments revealed how individuals with higher interhemispheric correlation could influence others. When such people interacted with others in a lower state of synchronization, their presence helped raise the other person's correlation, creating a sense of mutual harmony and connection. This finding underscored how states of unity in one person could positively affect their environment and relationships. Grinberg demonstrated that techniques like meditation, specific breathwork practices, and other forms of mental training could enhance hemispheric correlation, offering a pathway to deeper states of consciousness, unity, and self-awareness. His research provides a profound understanding of how brain synchronization shapes not just our inner experiences, but our connection to others and the outer world. In the Bible, the two pillars, Jachin and Boaz, stood at the entrance of Solomon's temple, symbolizing strength and establishment, the foundational forces of creation. Inside the temple's inner sanctum, the two cherubs stretched their wings over the most holy place, the dwelling of God's presence. The two cherubs mirror the two hemispheres of the brain, and the most holy place between them signifies the seat of consciousness, the eye that sees all things. These symbols appear in ancient scripture and sacred architecture, and represent balance, wisdom, and the gateway to divine understanding. At the center lies the inner eye, the eye that sees beyond physical sight. This is not an eye in the literal sense, but a deeper vision, the ability to perceive the unseen, the essence of the mind, and the divine connection within. This eye that sees all things is invisible to the human senses and the visible light spectrum. It is the inner vision that perceives beyond the material world, bridging the gap between the seen and unseen, the finite and infinite. Through this inner eye, we connect to the divine presence within, the sacred union of opposites that brings wholeness and wisdom. It is the gateway to higher consciousness and the profound realization of our unity with the divine. This is why ancient Christian artwork often depicted God at the center of the brain, symbolizing the divine light within. The concept of the two hemispheres of the brain can be also connected to the spiritual story of Adam and Eve in symbolic terms, reflecting the dual nature of human consciousness and existence. In many spiritual traditions, Adam and Eve represent the beginning of human experience, where the physical and spiritual realms meet. The story of Adam and Eve can be seen as a metaphor for the division of the mind into dual aspects: the rational and analytical left hemisphere, and the creative, intuitive right hemisphere. The tree of knowledge that Adam and Eve ate from in the Garden of Eden could symbolize the activation of this duality in the human psyche. The awakening of the rational mind, which leads to self-awareness, and the separation of humanity from a state of primal unity or divine oneness. Before this fall, the mind and consciousness could be seen as unified, akin to the non-dominant, holistic right hemisphere. However, once Adam and Eve ate from the tree, they gained the knowledge of good and evil, representing the awakening of both hemispheres: the left hemisphere's logical, linear thinking, and the right hemisphere's creative, non-linear understanding. This awakening caused a split, just as the two hemispheres work in tandem, but also manifest separate roles in consciousness. The fall in this context can represent the separation or imbalance between the two hemispheres, creating a state of duality within the mind. Spiritual practices such as pranayama can be seen as methods to harmonize these two forces, bringing the left and right hemispheres into alignment, restoring balance, and leading one back to a state of wholeness, or Eden. The story is all about human transformation, which leads to reunion with the source. This is all about evolution. The evolution of you, the evolution of consciousness. Ultimately, it's about the evolution of ourselves, and in that sense, the evolution of the mind becomes profoundly important. However, equally important is the purification of the heart, as both must progress together for true transformation. The forces of Adam and Eve are also related to the two energy conduits that run along the sides of the spinal column. Adam is linked to a conduit called Pingala in Sanskrit, and Eve is linked to another conduit called Ida. These nadis are the main energy channels in most people, where energy flows naturally. The goal is to activate the energy in the central channel. When the energy rises through these nadis and fills the central column, it awakens the chakras and reaches the brain. This union leads to a state of spiritual awakening called samadhi. Pranayama, the ancient art of breath control, holds the secret to synchronize your mind and body, creating a harmony that can shift the course of your life. Through this practice, you can align the activity of both hemispheres of your brain, creating a bridge between logic and intuition, thought and feeling. Breathing is more than just oxygen exchange. It's a tool for profound union. It is about moving and harnessing the subtle energy that sustains life and supports both physical and mental vitality. Think of your body as an electromagnetic battery, with breath as the link between your physical body and consciousness. Proper breathing activates your brain, heightens your awareness, and calms your mind. Specific breathing techniques, such as Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, also known as alternate nostril breathing, can take this further by helping to synchronize the brain hemispheres. This powerful practice balances, calms, and energizes the mind, offering benefits that extend beyond simple meditation. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama is a yoga breathing technique that involves breathing through one nostril at a time. When you breathe through the right nostril, it activates and strengthens the left hemisphere of the brain. Conversely, breathing through the left nostril supports the right hemisphere. The alternating rhythm creates a natural balance between the hemispheres. Practicing alternate nostril breathing for just 5 minutes every morning can unlock access to your entire brain. It is designed to align the hemispheres and create a state of harmony within the body and mind. You can start with only 5 to 10 minutes a day, gradually increasing your practice over time. For optimal results, aim for 20 to 30 minutes daily. Ideally, it can be done upon waking or before going to sleep, but incorporating it into your daily routine is key to experiencing its benefits. This technique can be practiced on its own, or as a preparatory step for the breathwork technique I shared in my previous video on the power of breath in raising consciousness, where I explore this topic in greater detail. Sit in a comfortable position with a straight spine. Using your thumb, close your right nostril and inhale deeply through your left nostril. Close your left nostril with your index or ring finger and hold the breath, closing both nostrils. Hold the breath for 3 to 4 seconds. Exhale through the right nostril, keeping the left nostril closed. Inhale through the right nostril. Hold the breath, closing both nostrils. Exhale through the left nostril, keeping the right nostril closed. Inhale through the left nostril. Hold the breath, closing both nostrils. While holding your breath, focus your attention on the space between your eyebrows, in the center of your brain, where both hemispheres meet. Feel a sense of unity and wholeness. Exhale through the right nostril, keeping the left nostril closed. As you exhale, imagine directing that prana towards your heart. Visualize the life energy reaching your heart, expanding outward, and filling you with bliss and harmony. As you do this, make positive affirmations such as, I love myself, I trust myself, I forgive myself, I value myself. Then, inhale deeply. Hold the breath for 3 to 4 seconds, focusing your attention and energy on your third eye. Finally, as you exhale once more, direct the energy back toward your heart. Repeat the affirmations and feel the sensation of expansion spreading throughout your being, connecting you to your higher self. Repeat this cycle for 5 to 10 minutes. Gradually, you can extend the duration if desired. The connection between nasal activity and brain hemispheres is key. Inhaling through the left nostril stimulates the right hemisphere, while inhaling through the right nostril stimulates the left hemisphere. Practice alternate nostril breathing with a smooth, steady, and subtle breath. Relax into the rhythm and flow of your breath, without forcing or straining. Continue alternating nostrils in this pattern. Inhale left, hold, exhale right. Inhale right, hold, exhale left. Incorporate this simple yet effective technique into your daily routine and observe the transformative impact it can have on your mind and body. I hope this information helps you, and always remember, you hold immense power within, far beyond the physical world. You are here to awaken to it. Thank you for listening.